Okay, so what's your body count?
I have a body count of 6.
3.
16.
2.
44.
Honestly, I don't even keep track. I don't know.
Over 100?
Listen, gentlemen never kiss and tell.
Okay, so I want to bring it back to the double standard thing. So you said that you object to a guy wanting a girl with a low body count if they themselves have a high body count, correct? So for example, Nathan over here says 44.
Mm-hmm.
But Nathan, you want a girl with a low body count, correct?
Yeah.
Why should you deserve it?
Why should I deserve it?
Why is it okay for you to go sleep around with everyone else?
Because it's harder for me.
And stick your, obviously not. Because I mean, I got 3 and you got 44.
It's easy
so
for
it
her.
must be just as easy for you. And even if it is easier or harder for me, it doesn't matter.
Because
Because
the
the moment that if I came up to you and told you, hey, I got like 40 to 50 bodies, you'd be like, hell no, she's ran through. But your just as ran through.
Exactly.
But nobody says anything.
No,
'cause
he's
you're a
not
guy.
ran through. He's the one running through.
Oh, hold on, guys.
That's
Careless
exactly.
Spartan 86 donated $50. She doesn't want a man that has been a lot of women because those men would notice her scent isn't normal. That being said, as a person with awful body odor, try using lime towards the end of your shower. It's worked for me.
Yo, Spartan, thank you for the
not me
$50 donation through Streamlabs. By the way, guys, if you want to do your donations via Streamlabs, we have the link in the description. I'm pretty sure I get all of the donation. There might be a small PayPal fee, but YouTube takes a 30% cut. So if any of you want to start switching over to Streamlabs, it's just, if you want your donation to go further towards supporting the show, you don't have to. Super Chat is totally fine, but I figured I'd set that up for people who want more of their money to actually like go towards supporting the show. But Super Chats are totally fine. So were you about to answer
Regardless, me personally, I don't care, but I do think that it does matter. Because you're telling me you can go around and bust a nut in 44 females, but I can't go around and let 44 men bust a nut in me.
Yeah, you can.
Because I'm
but
dominating them, you're being dominated.
But how do you know that I don't like being the dominant one? What if I choose to dominate them? Then how's it
That's
different?
not how male and female work. So
To
like,
you morally?
Yeah.
Morally? Because that's how it should be? Because that's how we were taught it should be? Or because you think it should be that way? Because me personally, I think it can go either way. I think if I want to be the dominant one, I can be the dominant one.
Have you ever pegged a dude?
I have not.
So you,
What are you doing later? Kidding.
Not you.
I'm kidding. Come on, guys. I'm asking for
For a friend?
Shania.
Actually, can I
Rizzler.
ask you, what do you think
About what?
the double standards on that? Do you think it matters?
The double standard? Huh? What about it?
Do you think it matters? Do you think
Do I think there's a double standard? Yes.
Okay.
Do I think it's justified? Yes.
How
Now,
so?
Well, okay, so the first one, there's two sort of double standards that I can approach this from. There's the, ooh, it's fucking windy. There's the societal sort of double standard of guys get applauded for sleeping with a lot of women, women get shamed for sleeping with a lot of men. I'll touch on that one later. The primary double standard I want to talk about is the complaint of men who have a high body count preferring and wanting women with a low body count. So my question to you is, are there things that you desire in a partner that you yourself do not possess?
Can you give me an example?
For example, how tall are you?
5'6". I don't care about height.
You don't care about height. Okay. Well, do you acknowledge that most women care about height?
I do, yeah.
Do you acknowledge that, for example, maybe a woman who's average height would want a guy who's perhaps above average height or at least taller than her, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you have any female friends, maybe they're 5'4". They want a guy who's 6 feet plus. Any of your female friends want to date a tall guy?
I don't have any female friends.
You don't have any female friends.
do
Well, that's
not.
another conversation, but
Whoa.
but okay. So you do acknowledge though that there
I
are
do
women
acknowledge
who
that
are
there's
short
standards for that.
who want a man who is tall.
Yeah.
So that me saying, oh, well, it's unreasonable for, or someone saying it's unreasonable for a man with a high body count to want a woman with a low body count would be would be the same as me saying it's unreasonable for a short woman to want a guy who's tall, because you can only desire something in someone that you yourself possess. But we know simply that that's just not the case. I have a few more examples. So okay. A lot of women want a guy who's funny and who can make them laugh. I would say, though, those very same women that want a funny guy are not funny themselves. They can't make a guy laugh. Not all of them. Some women can be funny, although I haven't met many. But here's a few more. Okay. Many women want a guy who's chivalrous, yet they are not chivalrous themselves. Many women want men who are strong, yet they are not strong themselves. Many women want men to take initiative, yet women do not take initiative themselves. Many women want men to chase them, but they don't chase themselves. Many women want men who are confident, but they are not confident themselves. Many women want men to ask them out on dates and pay for them, but they don't do the same. So, as far as this double standard goes, I think it's perfectly reasonable for men to desire something in a partner that they do not themselves possess. And that being a guy who's slept with a lot of women, I don't think it's hypocritical for him to want a woman who is more innocent and who doesn't have a high body count, because men value that in women. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand what you mean. And like I said, like, to me, it doesn't matter, but I do know it's very controversial.
What's controversial?
The double standard when it comes to men having higher body counts and being praised, and women having high body counts and it being a problem.
Well, men and women value different things. Mm-hmm. Let me ask. Okay. It's like, I'm trying to think how I exactly want to articulate this. So, would you date, let's say you're 40 years old and you're like a high-powered attorney. No, let's say you're 30 years old and you're an attorney, right? Would you date a 20-year-old virgin who doesn't make much, who's like a barista?
No.
Okay, what about you?
Just the fuck, yeah.
He said
all right.
date.
Oh,
That's fine.
Nah, probably
Like have a
not.
relationship with.
No. Oh, can you repeat?
Cynthia, I know everyone in the chat is
No,
roasting
no,
you
no.
about.
I'm not bothered about that. I just like to.
I know you're getting a lot of proposals about.
No, I was just
a
coughing.
lot of the guys want to smell you, but
I was just coughing at the side.
no, it's all good. So the question is, let's say you're 30 years old and you're an attorney. Would you date a guy who's 20 years old, a virgin, and like works at Starbucks?
Yes, I really don't mind.